Welcome back. Welcome back. Your man, Dami K, in here. Dami K in the morning on the all new radioandfire.com. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for tuning in. Very, very, very upset, as many of you are. Here on the program, we deliver the biggest political and trending news stories of the day, with interviews and original reporting from across the country, from our studios in Baltimore and Atlanta. Show is upbeat, show is fun, but that's not what it's about today. We want to really expose what is happening in America. New episodes of the program drop weekdays, 8 a.m., but I don't want you to miss any of our live broadcasts. In addition to our 8 a.m. program, we drop content throughout the day as news happens, just like we're doing right now. So hit that notification bell so you get an alert whenever we go live. So again, we are here. Again, we are here. Daunte Wright was killed after a traffic stop 10 miles away from where George Floyd was murdered. So crowds have gathered and have been protesting outside the Brooklyn Center police station after the body camera footage was released. So tensions between the protesters and police have intensified for the second night in a row. Why? Why is this happening? This young man right here, a day after Brooklyn Center police officer fatally shot Daunte Wright, 20 years old, black man, during a traffic stop. So Minnesota Governor Tim Walz imposed a curfew of 7 p.m. till 6 a.m. today for 3 counties that include Brooklyn Center, Minneapolis, and the capital of St. Paul. Just over 500 members of the National Guard have been called into patrol in and around the Twin Cities. Yeah, so the National Guard called quick. Called quick. Crowds began to gather outside the police station Monday afternoon. And with hundreds there by nightfall, despite the governor's dusk till dawn curfew, I don't think that they're trying to hear what he has to say. Frequent chants of Daunte Wright. Many people shouted obscenities. But about 90 minutes after the curfew deadline, police began firing gas and flashbang grenades. You've seen those, in an attempt to drive the crowd away. It sent a cloud of smoke in the air, crowd pushing back and forth. Some protesters were wearing gas masks and picked up the smoke canisters and threw them back towards the police. At least one arrest has been made. And I said we're here again because, this is disgusting. Are you fed up yet? White people, white listeners, do you understand yet what we've been talking about for years? Candlelight memorial for Wright, including a raised fist statue, was also erected where he was shot Monday night. So prayers are not enough. Daunte Wright should still be here. And you people on the right, conservatives, Republicans, I don't want to hear this, he got what he deserved or some foolishness like that. Okay, if he did something wrong, because I've seen many times white suspects, if you want to call them that, have gotten in the face of police, gotten in cars, driven away. They weren't shot. They weren't killed. Many instances, y'all didn't even chase them. But investigation is underway as to what happened. But to add insult to injury, the police officer, the killer cop, is claiming that he mistook his taser for a gun. So let me do this. Bring that up on the screen. Here's a taser. And this is murder, okay? This is murder. If a person's standing in front of my car and I press the gas and run them over and kill them, can I say that I mistook the gas for the brakes and everything is just all good? No. No. Absolutely not. But police attempting to insult our intelligence, adding insult to injury by trying to say that he mistook with a straight face, mistook a gun for a taser. Right? Yeah, so that's what he's saying. This is outrageous. This is not the first time this has happened, second time, third time. We can't even count how many times this has happened. We cannot count how many times. This is murder. This is outrageous. This is outrageous. And the outrage has continued to build over the death of Daunte Wright in this traffic stop. But the police chief insults the intelligence and lies. Yes, I'm going to say lies. If you have hired, if you have trained, if you have entrusted the safety of the citizens of your community with someone who is so stupid, who is so clueless that they would confuse a taser for a gun, they don't even need to be on the force. And the folks who did the evaluation, who hired this killer cop, this whole system needs to be reevaluated. If the people in charge, the chief of police, is trying to pass this asinine lie off as facts, and he thinks that that's an explanation, he needs to be fired. So the Minnesota Twins, the Wild, and the Timberwolves all postponed games that were scheduled for Monday. And they said that they came to the conclusion that was the right thing to do for them to not play. And it was out of respect for the Wright family that they say this, and also rooted in our mind in the safety of all those involved in the game today. That coming from the Twins president, Dave St. Peter. Now, so demonstrators were already out and about. The demonstrations were going on Monday night in New York City, where protesters blocked roads and the Manhattan Bridge and in solidarity. And the timing of this could not be worse, considering what Minneapolis is going through right now with regards to this trial. And I just the mentality, the wrong people are being hired. So we have a lot of problems with the police departments. You have the wrong people being hired, and the rules are slanted to protect and cover up wrongdoing. And then you have some racists and just some people that are not mentally stable in situations or in employment where situations can be quick, can involve and require fast thinking and not stupidity and fear. The police are in fear. Yeah, I'm so scared. They're so scared. So scared. I can't use the "your life was in danger" lie. Can't use that one. Okay, can't use that one. You can't use the crowd had you nervous. You can't use that he had a heart condition or he was on drugs. So you use the "I mistook my gun" or my mistook the gun for the taser. Really? So there's a news conference Monday, and the Brooklyn Center Police Department released the body camera footage of the incident that took place in the Minneapolis suburb, like I said, about 10 miles from where George Floyd was killed last May. I mean, the timing of this. So Daunte Wright shot once and died after the traffic stop, the police chief said. And the body camera footage showed two other officers approaching Wright's car and the officer who fired the shot standing behind them. Like a gang. They're a gang. So as the officer on the driver's side of the vehicle began to handcuff Wright, he broke free. A struggle ensued, and Wright jumped back into the driver's seat. An officer threatened to tase him, shouting, "Taser, taser, taser," at least 3 times before shooting Wright. Then he says, "Oh, blank, I just shot him." This is what we're seeing. So this is the young man here, Daunte Wright, 20 years old. This is the young man that was killed. Traffic stop, okay. Right? I get it. Traffic stop, right? He should not have been killed. The way that the quote unquote law is enforced is not, it is not right. It is not right. It is not evenly being implemented, and it wasn't designed that way. It was not designed to be evenly implemented. Policing in this country has a horrible history